Hi guys, I'm walking here in a park in Leipzig. As you can see, it's almost like a forest. It's very interesting to be here because so many young people enjoy living in Leipzig. And it is a spacious place with a lot of green, lots of parks, huge parks, as you can see. And the prices are pretty affordable, pretty cheap. Today, I want to tell you a little bit about the story behind the course and the reason how I came to develop this methodology. I was a teacher in Asia for almost 10 years in a college, and I had almost 5,000 students over the course of 10 years. And I was teaching almost 4,000 classes over the course of 10 years. And so I gathered quite a lot of experience, and I noticed how unhappy my students are when they are forced to learn stuff they are not interested in. This was the starting point that I studied my students and developed a new methodology that served their needs, their interest. And these courses with the new methodology turned out to be very, very popular. I can tell you about this a little bit more in another video. The secret about a good course, a good language course, is that you are totally customer oriented, that is learner oriented. You only teach them exactly what they want to learn, what they need. When I ask my students, what is it that you want to learn? Why are you learning German? And then they answered, I would say 95% of all students gave the same answer. They say, we want to travel in Germany. So I say, why don't we study how to travel in Germany? And they say, that would be wonderful. This is exactly what we want to learn here. This is how the language course that I'm offering now online started, how it got developed over the years. You get the essence now of what I developed over the years. And to say it in a few words, this course is very concentrated. It appears extremely simple, but its simplicity is actually a form of concentration. I filter out everything which is not necessary for you to learn. No grammar, no worries about complicated phrases. I even simplify phrases for you so you can learn them easier. You put your time, money, effort into something very, very concentrated and simple that immediately can be put to use and will work for you. The greatest problem for people who want to learn a language for travel purposes is that they feel they have to learn for maybe years before they are able to put it to use. This is the one thing. And then they feel they have to learn so much useless stuff that they actually will never be using. So a language course has to be user friendly. Most foreigners that are very well educated, and I met them, for example, in Germany, and I spoke to them in the German language, I noticed they are very, very afraid of speaking German, of speaking, because this is what they don't learn in the school. They are very good at grammar, they can write beautiful essays, whatever, but they don't know how to put it to use in a certain situation. Hey, baby, here's a dog trying to figure out who I am. You want to learn a language course, baby? Hey, baby? So what I am doing in this course my methodology is to put you through a training which will enable you to immediately use the phrases that you are learning. It is so easy to buy a phrase book. You can always buy for a couple of bucks, you can buy a phrase book with travel phrases. But then you are in the actual travel situation and you don't know how to say that phrase. You have even not the slightest clue how to pronounce it. And I identified this as the main problem of travelers that want to speak a little bit of German while they are on their way. In this course, I will explain the phrases. I will give you a little bit of background information about it, how it is, what meaning it has in our custom, how we look at it, in which situation we are using it, things like that. And then we go directly into the central part of speaking a phrase. That is, first of all, listen. You listen how the phrase sounds. And then you already become a feeling that the German sounds are so different from what you are used to from your own mother tongue. And once you develop a little sense of what the difference is between the German sounds of this phrase, and if you were speaking it in your whatever mother tongue language sounds, it would be so much different. I will put you then through a pronunciation training, which is very, very detailed. I noticed the benefit of breaking down the phrases and even the words into syllables and their sounds. And I will train you to imitate the German sounds in the first place and then put it together again to a complete word. And once you can speak the word in German sounds, you will also be able to speak the phrase in German sounds. And you will be surprised after the pronunciation training, which takes a little bit of perseverance, I admit that. But after 15 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes, depending on how long the phrase is, sometimes only a minute or a couple of minutes, you will be able to speak the phrase or the word like a German. And you will be understood when you use it. And you will get the courage to use it. You will get the confidence to use it within a very short time. The training itself is a little bit tough, I admit that, but it takes not long. And once you persevere, you get out on the other side of the tunnel and you will be totally surprised about what you can do. And once you put it to use while you travel, this will be a whole different travel experience for you, because all of a sudden you find yourself communicating with the people in the country you are traveling in. You find yourself speaking to people in their language. You receive their smiles. They will appreciate that you are making an effort speaking to them. And you will be a different person because you never thought that would be possible. You're in a completely different place. Ha, there are people going through this park with their bicycle. Lots of young women with their babies walking along here. People really enjoy the beauty of this park. I want you to enjoy the beauty of this park. I want you to discover the beauty of Germany. And I hope I'll be able to show you all the wonderful places that you can visit here and give you the opportunity to also communicate with the people and dive much deeper into the country when you travel and make a lot of intense, friendly, good experiences here. Okay, see you on the other side, guys. Bye. Bye bye.